Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be reviewing a item from one of our Ipsy bags. I'm not sure which Ipsy bag it was, but we are going to be reviewing a eyeshadow brush. It is a dual-sided eyeshadow brush, so there's the little fat packing side, and then there's also the little skinny tip side. So there it is. The brush is by Crown. There it is, very nice, very smooth. The ends do feel a little cheaper, and the bristles are very soft. I also do love how the bristles are like that two-tone color. It's very beautiful. I don't know why, it's like my favorite kind of brushes when they're two-toned like that. So I do have a little information on this. Normally Ipsy sends you a little paper that tells you all about it, but this is a product from quite some time back. So where that paper is only God knows, because it's gone. It's gone, guys. So I'm going to read off of the app that tells you more about the brush. So it is a dual-ended eyeshadow brush. It is rose gold on the ends. And it's stunning and functional, they say. The ultra soft bristles pick up and pack on pigment, while the precise bullet-shaped easy fits into the creases of your eyelids. There's that one. It's handcrafted professional tool that won't let you down. You'll instantly be able to feel the quality upon your first stroke. The synthetic bristles are firm enough to hold powders with little fallout, yet are soft and smooth to the touch. They have 35 years of brush making experience. It's Crown brushes. It's recognized in the beauty industry as a global leader in cosmetic brushes, with evolving trends and all that fun stuff. So that's a little bit about the brush. It's simple. It's an eyeshadow packing brush. What more can you say? So there is the bristle side. Don't mind our monitors. As you saw in our last video, little baby A is home and she is playing with her monitors, but she is perfectly fine. Where were we? So packing side, there it is. Little thin side, getting corners, under eye. So I guess we're going to go ahead and try it out. I personally don't wear eyeshadow very much, so I'm not very good at it. But I do know how it's supposed to go on. So we'll see how the brush does, because obviously if there's no pigment on your eyes, then there's nothing there. I don't always prime my eyelids either. I know a lot of people do. I normally just put my foundation on, my concealer on, and then we go for it. So that's what we're going to do. I also am unsure of the colors I was going to use today, because I originally was going to do blue and brown to match my shirt, and then brown because it's a soft skin tone, and because my lipstick was supposed to be a brown color, but then when I used it, it ended up being purple. So that's that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So here is my eyeshadows I will be using. Sorry that it looks a mess, but it's used, you know? I always, whenever trying a new product, I like to use a product that I know works, just because you don't want to use it with something new and then be like, was it the shadow that flopped or was it the brush? So I know these shadows work. So we are going to dive in. Sorry, I'm blind, so you're going to see me get really close to my eyeshadows. So I'm going with brown first. There it is. Alright, and I'm going to just put this on half of the eyelid. So it says it's not supposed to leave a lot of fallout, but it's happening. It is what it is sometimes. Sometimes it be like that. So I'm actually just going to apply this on my upper eyelid, and then I'm just going to do half of my eyelid here, because I'm going to leave some space for some blue. Every eyeshadow has some fallout. I mean, we're going to go and dip in a little again. There we go. I am going to dust off the brush because my face was scary for a minute there when it was falling all over the place. So here we go. Dabbling in again. Just so you guys can kind of see. There we go. All right. I'm gonna do a little more brown, just because. Why not? All right, there's the brush, and here we go. All right, there's our brown. Now we are gonna go into the blue. This blue is my absolute favorite blue ever. It's like a grayish blue. I am just gonna use the flip side of the brush. I know a lot of people are like, why would you do that? You know what? Because I can. That's why. I really don't have a reason. But because we're trying out this brush, so that's why I'm going in. So the shades are a little light. I feel like the brush is not putting them on as I would like. I mean, maybe I'm dabbing too much off, but then when I don't dab it off, I get a lot of fallout. Well, that worked a little better. Y'all see that? Okay. So there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this fine tip. For the fine tip, I am going to do the corner of my eye blue and then under my eye blue, kind of like the watermark. So we're going to try that out. I will say this bottom brush is very firm, but it's soft. So hopefully it works good. We're doing the corner of the eye. There we go. Alright, once more. And now we're going to go in and do under the eye. Don't mind the fallout on my face. Okay, so there's that eye. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye really quick. So normally whenever I use makeup brushes, I always just use like, this is gonna sound really bad, the ones that come with, and then I just dab it on, you know what I mean? Like I don't ever really use like a brush, but then again, I rarely ever wear eyeshadow. I mean, has to be like an occasion for me to wear the eyeshadow. I mean, why would I be wearing eyeshadow? You know what I mean? I normally just do foundation and concealer and call it a day. Throw that on real quick. Alright, we're gonna throw some blue on there. Okay. Make sure I'm using the right side, you know what I mean? Okay. There we go. So for some reason, I do feel like the second eye is coming out better than the first one did. I have not dusted any of the product off, so maybe that's why. I just keep going for it. And whatever fallout happens is gonna happen. So there it is. Definitely not too bad of a brush, I will say. I was hoping for probably something a little more stunning, just because it talked itself so much up, and then it was like, oh yeah, we've been doing makeup forever, so we're amazing. And you know, then I used it and I'm like, but are you? I mean, the look is cute, the shadow's there. I did have to dabble in a few times. The shadow I've used in the past, like I said, I normally just use like one of the little paddle ones that come with it, and it does great. So to have to dabble in with a brush that many times. It was a little monotonous. But it worked. It was nice to hold, wasn't too slippery, anything of that. I don't know if y'all just saw that flinch. I just stabbed myself in the eye with my mascara. But we kept going like it didn't happen. I will say my favorite part about the brush though, and I probably will use the brush again, is that little pointy part at the end. That one right there. Because that worked amazing for the corners and the under eye. Like trying to do my under eye was a daily struggle, but that worked amazing. So overall, the Crown eyeshadow packing brush, packing part, wasn't really a big fan. Little part down here, I liked it. Was there fallout? Yes. Can you blame the brush? Not always, but it said that it wouldn't have as much fallout, so we are gonna be like, really? So with that being said, I think honestly I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 3-star just because it wasn't my favorite thing. This part is probably what got the 3 stars. This part, the color of it, you know, like I said, it was very pretty, the bristle parts. So yeah, on that note, we're going to end it there. The Crown brush, eyeshadow packing brush, is probably 3 stars to me. If you guys liked this video, go ahead and subscribe down at the bottom, and we will see you next time. Thanks.